And welcome back to the second half hour of The Factor Uncensored. A battle with crime has pushed Walmart executives to ask for help. Theft is reportedly causing the retail giant $94.5 billion in losses. Joining me now to talk about the issue is security expert Greg Dupree.
Greg, when we hear the CEO of Walmart saying prices will go up, and we've already seen them shut down many stores as a result of organized retail theft, and we've seen video after video of these people just walking out with big baskets of stuff, hands are filled with products that they've stolen. Even in Houston just recently, the Houston Police Department put out a video where they're looking for suspects who did it at a local dollar store. Why is it getting so bad out there, Greg?
The reason it's getting so bad, Isaiah, is because the risk is less than the reward. I mean, these people know that they can go into these places and brazenly shoplift, which is, to me, is just another word for looting, because that's exactly what they're doing. And they know that the consequences aren't that great, even if they get caught. So they figure, hey, the reward is greater than the risk. So they go in there and they steal like this. I mean, and I've seen it where they've involved their little kids and their families
right
in this as well. You know, it's just, it really has. People are talking about it's going to get out of hand. It's already out of hand.
Absolutely. I mean, you see the videos on social media, on YouTube, and it's just mind-blowing what people are doing in these stores. Now, is it because many of these bigger stores, the big box stores, the major chains, they have policies in place saying not to engage the shoplifter? Obviously, the difficulty the stores and the employees face if you engage and you get into a violent situation and that person is harmed, then that's a bigger lawsuit that the company is now dealing with.
Exactly. And that's because the companies feel the same way that the shoplifters do. Letting them go, the reward of letting them go is greater than the risk of apprehending. And the thing is, with these employees that work at these stores, a lot of them ask themselves that, hey, is it worth my life to try to stop these shoplifters for what I'm getting paid at this store?
Good question. Good question. But now we have this giant, Walmart, complaining, saying their industry is losing billions of dollars each year. And now the honest shoppers, the honest consumers like you and I, we will have to face the higher prices, a burden of higher prices as a result of all of this shoplifting, and of course possibly lose some stores in various communities. Is that fair?
No, it's not fair. And the thing is, it's the public is definitely going to suffer because unless they come up with some type of way, and I agree with the CEO of Walmart, it's not going to be something they can solve on their own. It's going to take a joint effort between these stores, the local and state governments, and the public itself to solve this problem, or to at least reduce it. But if that doesn't happen anytime soon, you're only going to see this problem get a lot worse.
Right. Now, could that be, or could that lead to more problems if the public intervenes in a situation like that?
Well, it depends on what level of intervention that the public is involved. I mean, being a good witness is always a good thing, where you don't actually have to get involved. You can see the car out in the parking lot driving away and report the license plate. You can see people stealing in the store, and you can report that while you're in the store. Now, you always have this anti-snitching mentality, but you choosing not to snitch is only going to result in you paying higher prices.
Exactly. So you have to weigh the options there.
You have to weigh the options.
So, and Greg, I'm still trying to figure out when did this trend become so popular where people are just walking in and walking out with a lot of stuff? Is that after the pandemic, before the pandemic? What?
It was definitely happening before the pandemic, Isaiah. I mean, I can take this all the way back to when I was a cop in Houston in the 80s. And in the 90s, we saw it. It just wasn't as widespread. And the people were doing a lot. Back then, the criminals were paying more attention to concealing their efforts that you couldn't see what they were doing until it was too late. But it started to grow and started to explode with the advent of social media.
Right.
I mean, and the fact that you have retailers telling their employees not to engage, and this is public knowledge, the problem has just gotten worse.
We had a major company that just terminated 2 employees who followed some suspects out the store who stole some products. And as a result of them following them and engaging and maybe videotaping them, those people lost their jobs. So,
right.
You know, it's just a tough situation that many people are in. And now we're going to start feeling it potentially, according to the
right.
CEO of Walmart, with
right.
higher prices. And of course, we've had Walmart and many other major companies shut stores down around the country. And so that hurts us as well as consumers.
Right. It does. And you're going to continue to see that trend happen. But what you're also going to see, you're going to see a lot of these stores like Walmart, they're going to go the path of Amazon. They're going to start going to online sales only in a lot of instances, you know, and it's not like they're going to go out of business. Right. They're just going to find another way to conduct business, even if it doesn't include brick and mortar stores. Now, that's fine and good for big stores such as Walmart, but the stores that really suffer are these little smaller retailers, but especially these mom and pop shops. They're the ones that are really going to bear the brunt of this.
And many Walmarts, you know, when they talk about doing like Amazon, shipping your stuff, they're moving to automation. So that means people will have fewer jobs as a result if we don't have those stores in the community. Well, Greg, we got some work to do. We appreciate your time here on The Factor Uncensored tonight. This is a problem that continues to grow, and it's just mind-blowing how bold and brazen people are when it comes to shoplifting now. We appreciate your time, sir, and thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored.
Thanks for having me on, and be safe.